The psychology of women who always feel like luxury. Some women carry a presence that feels rare. You can't quite explain it, but when they're around, even ordinary moments feel elevated. There's something about their presence that makes everything around them feel like an upgrade. It's not about money, labels, or showing off. In fact, nothing about them feels forced. And yet, being in their orbit makes you think of words like elegance, exclusivity, and luxury. What creates that effect? Why do some women naturally feel like the upgrade everyone remembers? It all comes down to the inner architecture of a woman's mind, her psychology, her way of moving through the world. Because here's the truth: luxury is not a price tag. Luxury is a state of mind. And the women who radiate it naturally aren't necessarily the richest or the most glamorous. They are simply the most intentional about how they carry themselves, what they tolerate, and the energy they choose to live in. Today, I'm breaking down the psychology of women who always feel like luxury. And once you understand these codes, you'll see that luxury isn't about what you own. It's about what you embody. And before we dive in, welcome to For Every Woman XO, the place where we decode the timeless secrets that turn ordinary women into unforgettable ones. If you've ever felt that you were meant to be more than just noticed, that you were meant to be remembered, then you're in the right place. So before we go any further, hit that like button and subscribe. Because every video here is designed to give you the kind of shifts that don't just change how people see you, they change how you see yourself. And once you experience that, you'll never want to go back. 1. Luxury as self-perception. The first truth about women who feel like luxury is this: they do not chase validation. They assume value. Think about a luxury item. You don't see it begging to be bought, going on clearance, or lowering its standards to get picked. Its worth is non-negotiable. That's exactly how these women treat themselves. They don't walk into a room asking, "Do they like me? Do I belong here?" They walk in with the mindset of course I belong here. The real question is, do I even want to stay? This shift in psychology changes everything. Because when you perceive yourself as valuable, you unconsciously train the world to treat you the same way. Women who embody luxury don't over-explain, over-apologize, or shrink themselves down. They don't offer discounts on their time, energy, or standards. And because they don't, people automatically elevate the way they approach them. And here's the most magnetic part: it's not arrogance. It's quiet certainty. They don't need to convince anyone of their worth. They simply live it. 2. Luxury as energy management. Luxury women treat their peace like it's rare silk. They don't hand it out recklessly. They protect it. In a culture addicted to noise, urgency, and overexposure, these women move differently. Their calm is deliberate. Their privacy is their peace. They recognize that endless access breeds carelessness, while rarity breeds reverence. This is why their time and attention feel so exclusive. They don't rush to respond to everything. They don't jump into every conflict. They don't allow everyone unlimited access to them. And because their energy is managed so carefully, it becomes more desirable. Think about it. When something is rare, people treasure it. And when something is everywhere, people forget it. The same principle applies to you. If you want to feel like luxury, stop scattering yourself. Be intentional with who gets your time, who gets your ear, and who gets your presence. Because the truth is, your peace is too expensive to waste. 3. Luxury as emotional regulation. Here's something most people overlook. Emotional stability is the real flex. In a world where everyone is quick to panic, overreact, and explode, the woman who can remain calm instantly feels rare. And rarity is luxury. When others lose their composure, luxury women hold theirs. When others gossip and complain, they choose silence. When others chase chaos, they choose peace. This doesn't mean they suppress their emotions. It means they've mastered them. They don't let temporary feelings drive permanent decisions. They know how to pause, breathe, and respond with intention instead of reacting impulsively. And here's the effect. People begin to trust them. They become magnetic not just because of how they look, but because of how safe they feel to be around. Luxury is composure. And when you learn to stay centered, no matter what's happening around you, you become unforgettable. 4. Luxury as intentionality. Luxury women are intentional. Nothing about them feels careless. Every choice, from how they move, to how they dress and generally how they act, feel considered. Even in simplicity, they radiate elegance because there's a sense of deliberateness behind everything they do. Luxury is not about doing the most. It's about making even the simplest choices feel elevated. A white shirt on one woman might feel plain. On another, it feels like sophistication because of the way she carries it. The difference is not the fabric. It's the intention. When you become intentional with your words, your movements, your routines, even your environment, people feel it. They can't always explain why, but they sense the difference. Luxury psychology is not random. It's designed. And women who embody it know that the smallest details can shift the entire atmosphere around them. 5. Luxury as detachment from approval. The final code of luxury psychology is detachment from approval. Most women are stuck in the exhausting loop of wanting to be chosen. But luxury women embody a different energy. I choose. They don't scramble for validation. They don't bend themselves into shapes to fit in. They don't obsess over who does or doesn't like them, because their worth is already established in their own minds. This detachment is powerful because it frees them. And freedom in itself feels expensive. When a woman no longer needs approval, she becomes magnetic, because people can feel that she's not performing for them, not begging for their acceptance. She's simply living in alignment with her own truth. And the irony? That's exactly what makes her so irresistible. The rare aura of luxury. Luxury is not a label. It's not a car or a handbag. It's not about how much you spend. It's about how you think, how you carry yourself, and how you design your presence in this world. Women who always feel like luxury live by these quiet but powerful codes. They assume value. They protect their peace. They regulate their emotions. They live with intention. And they're free from the need to be chosen. And because of this, they don't just walk into rooms. They elevate them. So the question is, how would your life change if you decided, right now, to embody luxury not as something you buy but as something you are? Because the truth is, luxury isn't outside of you. It has always been within you. And the moment you begin to live this way, something shifts. You stop competing. Because you finally realize you were never in the race. You were always the standard. If this spoke to you, your journey doesn't stop here. Watch next. 12 invisible signs you carry true wealth before you even speak. In the video, I'll show you how to recognize the silent markers of wealth and power that set you apart long before words ever do. You'll find the link waiting for you in the description box below. Until then, remember this. You are for every woman XO.